Sometimes the best evidence that you get at a place is a feeling, is an emotional response elicited out of you from the place, a feeling of dread.
In an effort to try to provoke the entity known as Joker, Brian finds himself strapped into the basement in the pitch-black darkness of Edinburgh Manor.
Almost just like that, I wanted to leave. I remember feeling just like I wanted to get out of here so bad. I just wanted to turn around and leave, and I remember feeling depressed about the fact that I knew that I had to stay here. Usually if you're depressed, there's something that's depressing you, There's something that's the cause. You're depressed about, fill in the blank. I had nothing. There wasn't anything. There wasn't anything that was the cause, the genesis of that depression. I just felt down. Everything felt dark to me. I felt like Charlie Brown, I just, rain cloud raining over my head. As much as I tried to put a smile on my face and just, like I was enjoying myself, and I really was, but I wasn't at the same time. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like feelings that weren't my own had infiltrated my being, and I was being made to feel a certain way that was not legitimate. It was at that moment that I was pretty damn sure that this was a result of coming here. Seeking shelter from the cold, dark hallways of Edinburgh Manor, we encounter something strange. It's been saying some real dark shit, and it's saying killed, they hurt us. Does it say it doesn't trust us? Or there's spirits in here that it doesn't trust? I don't know. Who are you speaking to? You don't trust us, you don't trust who? wants to understand, help me understand. As I try to not now. As I try to warm up because it's fucking freezing in here.
Stick your hands just right on here for now. Come back?
Yeah.
Where do you want us to come back to? Can you be specific? Where do we need to go?
Light.
I don't know where you turn it down.
Is that busy?
Hot in here.
It is hot in here.
Well, it's warmer in here.
Well, compared to
Yeah.
anywhere else, that is very intelligent.
That's true.
What else can you tell us? Where do we need to go? You said come back.
Open mind.
Did it say Simon?
Open mind.
And then your device just turned off. It said open your mind and the device just turned off on itself.
That's weird.
Dude, what have we come across in here?
It just happened to say that asylum worker? Are
There
you?
is no trust.
There is no trust. Are you? Were you an employee of the asylum? Are you asking if we are? Do you believe that we work in the asylum? Remember when we first had the tour here? You said that some of the spirits still believe that they're alive in the asylum.
Like they're still
They're
admitted.
still here, and that these.
Don't trust. No trust. Don't trust.
Fucking give me the willies here. And that so the people that come through here, they might just see us as workers at the asylum. That they're just going on. They still believe that they're alive. That's the creepiest part of this all. They still believe this is an operating asylum and they're alive. And for eternity, they're here, trapped in this place.
Hidden amongst the brush on a dead-end street sits St. Michael's Cemetery.
You know, it's rare to get something on camera, to get an image, and a photograph, or on video. And I think people think that you go to a haunted place and you start recording with a video camera, or you start snapping shots with your camera phone, and there's going to be a full body apparition just standing there right in front of you. It doesn't work that way. You know, in our experience investigating places, we have caught things on camera, and of course, the naysayers and the skeptics will say, oh, it's a this or it's a that, or you just don't know how to operate a camera. And there's always fill in the blank bullshit. It's always something. Now, I'm a little, my thought is that it's because they didn't take the picture, they didn't record whatever it is on camera, and that's why they're so quick to jump to explaining away whatever it was that was captured. No, there had to be something other than what you're claiming it is. It had to be fill in the blank.
Inside the gymnasium of Farrar Elementary School, something was captured on camera.
We've been doing paranormal investigations at this facility for around 10 years now. We have a lot of activity, a lot of strange things that have happened. As a matter of fact, the area where I'm sitting here, a little girl named Megan was actually seen at one point in time. Up to this day, to my knowledge, there's only been about a half a dozen persons that have physically seen the little girl, Megan, and ironically, they've all been male.
In a room nicknamed the train station for its spiritual activity, something materializes in the lower right-hand corner and makes its way to the ceiling. Originally built in 1939 as a residence, it would be converted into a novatate for the Alexian Brothers Order in 1950 after being donated to them. The building ceased to be used as a novatate after 1968 following the Second Vatican Council and the reforms from it. It has since been largely vacated and partially demolished, leaving very little of it standing. The building is best known for being seized by the Menominee Warrior Society in 1975, with demands that it be turned over to the nearby Menominee Indian Reservation. Though successful, it ultimately was returned to Gresham, where it would fall into disrepair and largely forgotten. In the cold winter of January 2022, our grandfather passed away, but his presence was still very much around. In honor of his final wishes, our grandfather had very specific instructions.
We just came up here and it said your name. We're gonna go in the room with your guns. That's crazy though. Out of all the names, he picks Robert.
He said, me, Robert.
After months of preparing and all the hard work put into building Grandpa's tomb, he was set to be put to rest in July of 2022. On the night before the burial, Brian and I gathered at Grandpa's tool shed where he kept his tank and other worldly possessions. When activating the Ovilus, the only words that came out of the box were purgatory, less, and day. After receiving those troubling 3 words, we realized it truly was only hours away from when we were about to bury our grandfather and put his soul to rest.